Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling.
Wrexham genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Gerrard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Odegaard! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It is a super start. So far, so very good.
Wrexham really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Oh no, this does not look good.
Flashes it across. O'Shea getting this one clear. O'Brien.
That's good running with the ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Can he get on the end of this? And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0. Getting on for a third of the way through the game.
Ødegaard. Big chance! No, just not quite.
Havertz certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
O'Brien. Looking for the run. He's through here. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Manchester can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Gabriel scooting forward. Looking for options for movement. O'Brien. Broadhead.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that brings the first half to a close.
Now everyone,
Well, it's certainly
please
simmered
turn
along
your
nicely
attention
so
to the
far.
screen
Just the one
for
goal in
today's
it,
winning
and it's
lottery
all still
numbers.
very much up for
To find
grabs.
out if you are a lucky winner,
How do you look back
take
on the
look at
first
back of your
45
match
minutes?
day
Well, I'm a
programme.
little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And he was quick to react. Imrai.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
Now that looks a decent ball. Lovely, now then.
There's the shot! And he hits the net! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It's a good foot in there. Space for him to turn and look. Now here's the delivery. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Doyle. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Look at the space here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Brian.
And here's Ødegaard. And this is Aguero. Goes for a shot! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Substitution for Wrexham, number 20.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 10.
Brian.
Windass. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's in plenty of space here. Chance! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
After 76 minutes is...
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution for Wrexham, number 33. Coming on to
The
replace
two
him
coaches
is
are signalling
number
changes
7.
here, both at the same time.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And it's played in. Oh no, it's an own goal!
Ah, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's a little off target. The final 5 minutes. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. O'Shea. Now Ødegaard. Jude. Great vision. Well, played right into his path. Imrai. And it's played forward. Threads one in. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's certainly on. Tries a shot! And that's a sharp finish. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Substitution for Wrexham, number 19.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Ødegaard claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
We advise you to plan your return journeys well.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Hello everyone, and welcome to...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Aimed beyond the defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cleared away. Another corner. Any better luck this time round?
It's their second corner of the game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a throw. Havertz. Aguero. And he shoots! They've scored! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Sergio Aguero. Sergio Aguero. Sergio Aguero.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Knocks it into space. And this is just the keeper in his way. Chance, surely! He's got a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's 2 now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now it's Aguero.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now he's off and running. It's a promising position. Drills, and the finish! Tries to pass it through. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Havertz. And this is Aguero. He's in one-on-one. Chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's found a way. Can he finish? And that's a tidy finish. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed.
Score for Birmingham after 36 minutes in.
That was a
Number
given.
9.
It always was.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Birmingham may be down, but not out just yet. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, what a mistake! And a chance! And a neat finish! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers
The
with
goal
perfect
scored for
timing.
Birmingham after 41 minutes
And
in.
that is a genuine
Number
ground
7.
eat me up moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Birmingham now just needing 1.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems to believe it.
He's had a shot! And there's a goal! But that is not going to count.
The decision came a little late because the referee initially didn't see the assistance flag, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Dunk.
There will be 3 minutes
Now,
at a
can they get him away? No, that's been intercepted. Odegaard. To Havertz. Oh, that's well spotted. And the referee has blown for half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So everyone needs a breather here. 5 goals we've seen already. It is good, very good. It's 3-2. We're on the move again. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Couldn't squeeze it through. Nicely weighted ball. Osai Samuel. He's got away. Great chance! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
There's been a genuine flow to this game so far, but that might mark a
Shot a goal!
Manchester really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure, and come again.
Dunk does really well to win the ball there. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Tries to play it through. And that is out of play.
Substitution for Birmingham, number 9. Coming on to replace him is number 33.
Vardiol. Looking for the run. Aguero gets flagged offside. And he's had it nicked away. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
This is the time you need that pace.
Can he get it through? Osai Samuel's cross. And he's quick to get rid.
Substitution for Birmingham, number 24, Tomoki Iwata. Coming on the field is...
And that's
number
another
31.
throw. Great vision. He's through here. Aguero receives it in a wide position. There's the shot! Well taken goal. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
After 76 minutes in.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Substitution on the field, number 29.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was
Decent chance! And that's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Andrei Shevchenko. Coming on the field is number 21, Dstuds.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Juve getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Aguero finds himself offside.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Osei Samuel.
Six added minutes have been indicated.
Can he get on the end of this? Now the cross. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Could be danger here. Threads one in. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
Well, what a scene we
today's
have
match.
here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
No way through. That's been cut out, well played. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And no, that was never going to make it. Looking for options for movement.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Gerrard. In with the challenge. And that's gone loose.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Caught offside that time. Alexander-Arnold making good progress on the right-hand side. Aubameyang gets into a good position. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Morocco with the corner, there first. Getting up there! Decent chance! Goal! Morocco! And Morocco score first! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Morocco have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
30 minutes gone. And that could set him on his way. Picked out brilliantly. Now chance for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Morocco have their second corner now. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Can he finish? And a neat finish. And there is his 30th goal.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Number 10, Lionel
It's starting to
Messi.
look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the
There will
ball,
be
but
3
couldn't
minutes
quite
added
sort it
time.
out. That's a throw. O'Shea does really well to win the ball there. No, that's been intercepted. Fernandez. Oh, well. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Manchester will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution for Morocco, number 9, Lionel Messi. Number 6, Sergio Aguero. Coming on the field, number 19, Lamine Yamal. Number 18, Gabriel Batistuta.
So once again, we're underway. He won't be happy with that one. Knocks it into space. Cafu. And it's Batistuta. Short changes him with that pass. Gets a good foot in there. Fernandez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, perfectly measured that. And Aubameyang! Fantastic from Aubameyang!
I kind of had a feeling it was going to be him, Peter. He's one of those players who has a natural knack of reading the tide of a game, and he knew it was his time to make his mark. Sensational.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Foot in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lewis Skelly. Pass somewhat off target. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Bruno Fernandes. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Bruno Fernandes. Gerrard. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Substitution on the field, number 10, Lionel Messi. Coming on the field is number 8, Pelé.
So we have movement on both benches. And he's forced to go back. Tries to play it through. Romero calmly anticipates.
Manchester surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, well played, well played. Great vision. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Unai Simon claims comfortably. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's having a pop! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
All hands on deck for this one. Defending of the desperate variety. Now then, the ball's come loose.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Batistuta.
And that will be the final act. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Aubameyang claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
We advise you to plan your
Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
I suppose if you're playing in an attacking position in this team, then having a craftsman like Rui Costa beside you is a dream.
Is it most people's lists of great number 10s?
Could be danger here. Knocks it into space.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he?
And here's Lautaro Martinez. Oh, easy pickings there.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rui Costa. He's in a great position here.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
And he's picked out the run.
And this Batistuta.
And Batistuta! That was superb goalkeeping.
Batistuta is offering a right smile there.
Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Chiellini getting this one clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shot could be on. Shot a goal! It's loose and there's... Oh, he's been caught napping. Now this could be a chance. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Tomori clears it away. So it is still 0-0. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Batistuta picks it up out wide.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Terrific effort! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Akanji, always a very imposing presence at the back. And he's running through. And the finish! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Marcus Thuram.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
He's a sharp little ball here. Tries to play it through.
And it's dealt with by the out-rushing keeper.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Akanji kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now, can they get him away? Takes a shot! And he's stuck it away! They are purring, truly purring!
The goal scorer for AC
What a
Milan
moment of
at
brilliance,
the 45
control
minutes is
and perfect accuracy.
number 9.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
There will be
So
3
that's
minutes
2 now
added
without
time.
reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Rui Costa. Rijkaard. And that is the end of the first half.
And we come
Well,
to
I
you
don't
now
think
with a
most
quick
of us
request
were
for
expecting a
support
second,
to our
Peter.
charity
It's
fund
become
chants
pretty much
in
the
football.
ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution for AC Milan, number 21, Marcus Thuram.
That gets us
Coming
going
on to
once more.
replace him is number 22.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Deftly away. Referee's given a throw. Well read, and the danger is averted. And it's been hooked away. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting.
The goal
Up
scorer
by
for AC
3.
Milan
They have
at
their
the
boots
55
on the
minutes
throats
is
of their foes.
number 10.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
(3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Vlahovic, Batistuta, terrific save by Manuel, and that's in. They are playing them off the
Goal
park.
scorer for AC Milan,
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Chiellini. It's a good ball out wide. Played into space. And he's gone looking for safety. And it's Hullet. That's a nicely shaped ball. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Some resolute defending there.
Hello everyone, and welcome to today's match.
Well, they all know what's coming. Hope, expectation, euphoria, or trauma and tumult. Yet the people stand with their team, come what may. This is what they're here for. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway. That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
And that's it.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's match.
Well, hello and welcome one and all as you join us for what is an eagerly awaited resumption of this competition. A competition that has produced more than its fair share of drama already, and it's more than obvious that this crowd, with its great chorus of sound, is demanding yet more drama now. This truly is a feel-good place. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Oh, that's well spotted. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Mbappe. Aguero. Cafu clears without hesitation. Milan with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. Schlotterbeck cuts out the pass. Aguero. And he's intervened well there. This is a promising build-up. Looking for options for movement. And he thumps it clear. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, shot a goal! And that's definitely not his best. That'll be a throw. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Aims beyond the defence. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Aguero. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Mbappe. And he's there to belt it away. Half-time getting close now. He's had it taken off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that was very necessary. And that has not gone well. Gerrard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get him away? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitution for AC Milan, number 18, Sergio Aguero. Coming on the field is number 25, Pierre Aubameyang.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Manchester really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Mbappe!
That's just playing it safe and simple. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Batistuta. He can run onto that. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Aubameyang. Now it's Gerrard. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Looking to play him in. That has been cut short. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Batistuta. And he's got the beating of his man. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's picked his way through. And he's quick to get rid. Looking for the run. And he's worked it through. And this is Messi. And he is on the finish! Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Milan have a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field, number 5, Pierre Aubameyang. Number 10, Lionel Messi. Coming on the field, number 8, Pelé. Number 7, Sergio Aguero.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
Milan have their second corner now. Bullish header! And it's in! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus. Will they stick or twist?
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have the first goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And they win it back again. Milan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping! Milan have their third corner. Keeper's dealt with that. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That has been knocked clear. And it's Gerrard. O'Reilly getting this one clear. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Substitution for AC Milan, number 5, Steven Gerrard. Coming on to replace him is number 2, Marcel Desailly.
That's it! They are out! A deflating defeat in the end. Another tale in the grand footballing archive of expectation not met. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Look, it's the end of an adventure that will have taught them a great deal about how to handle these games in the future. If losing does make you stronger, they'll certainly be back.